Good morning. I can easily remember a time when you just didn't hear curse words during primetime television. It wasn't culturally acceptable. But then, compromises began. A curse word here, vulgarity there. At first, many of us reacted. But do we anymore? Aren't most shows filled with vulgarity and immorality? Living together before marriage is now considered the norm, culturally acceptable, even expected. How can you know if you're compatible if you don't try it out first? But then we read Proverbs 31, and the virtuous woman, wife, mother, bride of Christ, us, and that we are to be people of noble character, and that means moral excellence. That does get our attention. Are we living noble, morally excellent lives? Is that important to us? Is it in our hearts to do so? Is there within us guards so that we have for our hearts a way that we don't welcome those things before our eyes, into our ears, into our hearts? Now, it's one thing if we're in an unchristian environment exposed to sinful things. I believe there is a grace that's given to protect us. However, if we're sitting there in our home, just turning on the TV and welcoming sinful vulgarity, immoral things to be presented to us, why do we keep watching or listening? Is it entertaining? If Jesus was sitting there in the flesh, would we think twice about it? Would we turn it off? If we really want to live holy lives, we must be willing to abstain from things that are unholy, that can potentially defile our hearts. Proverbs 4:23, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So do you guard your heart from evil? Or do you want to become well-versed about evil? You want to think about it, know about it, talk about it, become comfortable with it? No. We don't want immoral, sensual pictures on our phone or devices, do we? If we see or sense something lustful coming our way, don't we turn from it? We wouldn't welcome it in. Do we really think it won't affect us and tempt us? So I've been pondering, obviously, this topic of moral excellence, enough that I felt led to talk about it today. So there you are. Questions that I ask you as I ask myself. I go back to the word, a wife of noble character, moral excellence. Who can find? She's worth far more than rubies, the most expensive jewel in the world. She has greater value because of her life of moral excellence. So since we're the bride of Christ, it applies to us. Can someone find in you, see in me, noble character, moral excellence? I hope so. I pray so. So let's consider how this word would apply to us today. It's a good word, exhorting us to live a life of holiness. Be holy, for the Lord is holy. May it be so today. Let's pray. Lord, forgive us where we have not been noble, morally excellent. Forgive us for compromises. Speak to us about this matter. Give us courage to make the right decisions that will lead us to become morally excellent. And now offer your prayers. God bless you.